Hello friends, welcome to all of you on my channel. Today, I brought to you a new episode of Relationship Advice, which is based on the story. Before starting the video, I request to my new friends, please subscribe to this channel and also hit the bell icon so that you can get my upcoming video notifications first. Let's start the video. R/relationship advice. How do I tell my 23 male girlfriend, 24 female, she smells without hurting her feelings? Let me premise this by saying, I love my girlfriend, I absolutely do. Before we even started dating we have been best friends since the age of 12. We met in high school and immediately clicked. She's my person, my soulmate, the love of my life. I'll admit, the romantic side to our relationship is pretty fresh. We only started actually dating this year, after knowing each other for 12 years, and secretly being in love with each other, but too afraid to say anything about it for 3. So, I love my girlfriend. But, she smells. I first noticed her smell in high school, a mix between really bad BO, and that horrible damp smell clothes that have been left in the washing machine overnight get. It didn't bother me back then, not really. I knew that her family wasn't the wealthiest, and to be honest I mostly just felt sorry for her. I knew that she wasn't allowed to wash her clothes as frequently as she should have been, or to save money, or that she skipped showers sometimes, to save on the water bill. I had tried in the past to subtly get her to use my deodorant, or get her to spray my perfume on herself during school, but her smell never seemed to bother her, at least outwardly, and she certainly never said anything about it. In fact, she didn't seem to really be aware of it, so I tried to not let it bother me, and over time I got used to her smell. In fact, I completely stopped noticing it. Over the years other people have asked me about it, or have mentioned her smell, and I shrugged them off. I really had stopped noticing it. But here's the problem. We recently moved in together, finally, after years of dreaming about being roommates, and talking about all the cool stuff we'd have in our apartment, when we'd finally get our own place. We did it. It's small, and we share a bedroom, something we didn't originally plan on doing, as our romantic relationship is so new, and we thought it might be best for us each to have our own space. Plus we hadn't planned on telling our parents about the level up, shall we say, of our relationship, something that is now no longer an issue. They're very supportive. It was my mom who first pointed out the funky smell lingering in our new place. She was coming to visit for the first time since we moved in, when my mother, God bless her, blurted out, "This place absolutely stinks." Upon first stepping foot inside, I was immediately irritated and embarrassed on my girlfriend's behalf. My mom has been pointing out my girlfriend's smell for pretty much the entirety of our knowing each other. I told her that my girlfriend's family was poor and basically everything I've told you guys, and she was sympathetic, though she did continue to bring it up over the years. Noticeably whenever my girlfriend stayed the night at our house, my mom would always insist on changing my bed sheets after she left, and airing out my room, lighting incense or putting on our diffusers once she'd officially departed. She didn't want me to smell, or our house. I genuinely believe this was just a slip of the tongue on my mother's part, and that she did not mean to potentially humiliate my girlfriend or upset her or me. But the damage was done. I had become aware of the smell again. The house did smell, and badly. BO. Damp clothes. The same smell that had followed my girlfriend around all throughout our teenage years. Now that I was aware of it once again I was embarrassed. I've always prided myself on my cleanliness and personal hygiene. To me, smelling good and being clean is important. But now our new home smelled just like my girlfriend. We've had people over since my mom, and I know they noticed the smell also. It's in the quick crinkle of their noses as they step foot inside, or the housewarming gift of expensive fragrant candles and essential oils. My mom even offered to buy us our own diffuser. My first thought of action was to attempt to get rid of the smell. Obviously, I washed my girlfriend's clothes with the best smelling detergent I could find, still packed in a suitcase and yet to be properly hung up. I told my girlfriend I just felt like doing laundry. She didn't seem to care and wasn't bothered by my haul out of her suitcase. She just wore my stuff. Next I lit some of the many gifted candles to make the house smell a bit better. There's pretty much always one burning when we're home. It helped a lot. The house definitely smells a lot nicer than before. But here's the thing. My girlfriend still smells. I know she uses deodorant. I can see her using it each morning. And we've showered together plenty of times. Since we started dating, she definitely washes herself properly, soap and all. So I don't understand where the horrible BO smell is coming from. Washing her clothes helped a lot with the damp smell, but since the first time I washed them, they've started to smell damp again. I told her if she accidentally forgets to take out her laundry and they still smell, she can just rewash them. It wasn't a big deal and money wasn't a factor, and she agreed. But that's pretty much the extent that came from that. Since I started noticing the smell again, I'll admit, I've been a little turned off, sexually speaking. I love my girlfriend and our sex life is great. No, it's awesome. But I find myself not wanting to have sex with her smelling the way she does. In order to not hurt her feelings by saying anything, I started orchestrating us showering together as a kind of foreplay. That's helped a lot. But in the heat of the moment we don't always shower beforehand, and without being needlessly cruel or too grossly descriptive, going down on her without a shower beforehand is just out of the question. Her smell was never a deal breaker, so to speak, in the past, but now that we are dating and having sex, I can't go back to just ignoring it. I'm not going to break up with her over this, no way, but something's gotta give. So Reddit, I need your help. How do I tell my girlfriend that she needs to start taking better care of her personal hygiene without seeming like the world's worst girlfriend and, generally speaking, a total a-hole? TLDR, my girlfriend has always had terrible BO and bad personal hygiene, and now that we are dating it's affecting our romantic or sexual relationship. How do I get her to take better care of herself without being cruel or needlessly hurting her feelings? Now, Redditors gives the best suggestion to OP on this situation. She could have something going on with any number of places on her body, and, like the other commenters are pointing out, she's likely lived with the smell for so long that she doesn't notice. Hear me out. Sulfur soap. It's a harsh soap and should not be used daily. One time, see if it helps. Read the labels. I work with homeless, abused, and neglected children and teens, and, very often, we have youngsters come in with a history of bad hygiene. They just have a smell, no matter how many times they shower or bathe. Sometimes we ask them to bathe with a bar of sulfur soap and that usually clears things up. Maybe a weird question, but does she have any kind of medical condition that might be affecting her sense of smell? If not, then it may just be that she's grown so accustomed to the smell that she doesn't notice it anymore. I think what you need to do is have a talk with her, kindly and tactfully, to let her know what's going on. Tell her that it doesn't affect the way you feel about her, that she's still the most important person in your life, etc. It will be difficult for her to hear, I imagine, but if it's brought up the right way, hopefully she'll understand. If it's affecting you this much, you gotta address it. It's going to be painful and awkward and it's going to hurt her feelings, no matter what you say. So it's best to just approach it directly and honestly. If I ever have a hanging butcher, I may be embarrassed if it's pointed out, but grateful it was, so I could rectify it. Either she's not showering enough or her deodorant is not strong enough. She may also be wearing clothes not thinking they smell, but they actually do. If she's showering regularly and wearing clean clothes, then something medical is up and she needs to get checked out. That smell in the clothes is difficult to get rid of. Masking it with scented detergent will only go so far. And I personally can't stand strongly perfumed detergents and scented candles, so I would be bothered both by the smell and the detergent and the candles in your apartment. To get rid of the smell, soak the clothes in vinegar. Get gallons of cheap vinegar and let the clothes sit in it for 15 minutes before you wash them. Make sure every single fiber is soaked. The smell comes from sulfuric compounds and the acid will break them apart instead of just masking them like detergent does. The vinegar won't harm the clothes. Before you do that, clean the washing machine. Run it empty on the highest temperature with a generous scoop of detergent with bleach. There are also special tablets you can get to deep clean a washing machine. Then always leave the door of the machine open to let it air out. I think other people have addressed some of the health stuff that could be going on, but I think not properly addressing the laundry could be contributing to it. I'd recommend borax and baking soda. Maybe do some research on these. Also, more detergent is not better. It will build up and ruin clothes. High efficiency washes should be avoided. Clothes can be washed, but if there is a ton of mildew, the smell will come back. This is where borax will help. If your girlfriend has a lot of athletic clothes, these can keep smells differently. Look up an enzyme detergent. I think I also read that these should not be put in the dryer. Make sure you have a good mattress cover and are properly washing your sheets too. Good luck. So friends, how did you like today's story? Comment below, and if you find the video interesting, then like and share this video. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, press the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon, because I keep making videos like this. So friends, that's all in today's video. I meet you again in new video with new story. Till then, take care of your and keep watching the Story Station.